Wellness is an active process of becoming aware of and making choices toward a healthy and enjoyable life. It is more than being illness-free and is a dynamic process of change and development. Hola Solnishkas, Angeli. Today, I'm going to share to you the 8 dimensions of wellness.
Occupational, emotional, spiritual, environmental, financial, physical, social, and intellectual.
One can reach an optimal level of wellness by understanding how to maintain and improve each of its dimensions. To get started, let's talk about occupational. You know what, guys? Confucius was right when he said, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. It is because when we say occupational wellness, it encourages personal satisfaction and prosperity in one's life. In my case, it really took me a hard time and deep thinking in choosing the course that I must take, so I won't have any regrets in the end. Currently, I'm in the first year of college, so for me to be occupationally well in the near future, I finally decided to choose the field that I've ever dreamed of since I was just a little girl, despite all the hindrances I've ever encountered. Just for this, which is being a good reporter someday like Jessica Soho and PhEd.
In fact, during my junior high school days, I really put my effort and heart in making a scrapbook about the career that I want to achieve. And it went the same in my senior high school days when we were asked to make a brochure about it, and nothing changed with my choice. Still, I want to be a reporter.
With that, I took up Bachelor of Science in Development Communication. Secondly is the emotional. Here, it doesn't mean that you're happy all the time. Rather, it means that you are aware of your emotions. Still, negative feelings are present in it. It's just that you know how to deal with it. For me, since music and art makes me relax, then I indulge myself into it. In that way, I can turn my mood into something good. There, I was able to be productive. Just a few tips for you guys. 1. Be aware of your emotions and reactions. 2. Express your feelings in appropriate ways. 3. Think before you act. And 4. Handle stress. And of course, 5. Leave the negative for you to live in positive. Don't worry, be happy. Smile. Next is spiritual. Spiritual life can be expressed in several ways. It's either by relaxation or religion. Nevertheless, spiritual wellness means knowing which tool to use in everyday life to deal with the issues. Personally, I grew up and lived by my family's teachings about God, most especially by my father. Every time I wake up and go to bed, I talk to God through personal prayers and reading the Bible. At night, we pray the Holy Rosary, Solid Novenas, and Chaplet. Then every Sunday, we go to church. All of those things are already our routine, but it doesn't just end there because, of course, the best way is to live His words by actions, like serving the church, community, and even your fellow men. I also joined religious organizations such as Confraternity of Our Lady of Lourdes, Catholic Charismatic Renewal Movement, the Consecration of Jesus through Mary, and Parish Youth Ministry. I also happen to be the reader for Prayers of the Faithful during Masses, and timely, I also became a frontliner in our chapel. Another is environmental. Ever since, I've been a fan of nature. I love to see those green trees, which gives us cool and fresh air. Those blooming flowers, crystal clear seawater that's so calming. And I also love the skies, most especially when it turns pink as the sun sets or the sun is about to set. As in, everything in nature makes me feel so happy and relieved. Environmental wellness encourages us to live in harmony with the earth by taking action to protect and preserve it. By merely raising awareness, everyone can have a keen environmental consciousness. During this quarantine, many of us has become plantitos and plantitas, and I'm proud to say that I'm one. Through it, we're not just able to beautify our homes, but also we're helping to save the nature, which is a very well thing about that. This time, let's go with the financial. Every coin counts. If you know how to save and budget your money, then you don't have a problem with it anymore when time comes that you need it badly. My friends are used to teasing me as close-fisted or stingy from the group. It's because I don't really show off my money from my pocket easily. Usually, I just spend it when it's needed, but if it's not, then they're the ones who pay for me.
Like, who can relate? But I guess thrifty is actually the right term. I'm not trying to be defensive here. I am just telling you guys that I set aside my wants from my needs. Thus, I'm just being practical. Okay? So let's move on to the physical. Being physically well is more than being fit. It heightens our self-confidence, and most importantly, it promotes proper care of our bodies for optimal health and functioning. In general, it encourages the balance of physical activity, nutrition, and mental well-being to keep our body in top condition.
One of the physical things that I do is biking. It is our kind of bonding with my cousins every before the day gets dark, like 4 to 5 p.m. While my bonding with my sisters is doing workouts. Then I also do badminton, and just recently, I'm starting to learn table tennis with the help of my best friend. With regards to my nutrition, I eat green leafy vegetables and fruits oftentimes, most especially now that we need to boost our immune system in this time of pandemic.
Now, let's proceed to social. Through actively participating in the society, we can be able to connect or communicate with other people and create meaningful relationships, which enhances one's self-esteem and maximizes life experiences.
It keeps us away from depression because you have people whom you can share with and even receive good advices from them that helps you feel better, especially during your hardest times. Grateful and lucky enough that I have found my circle of people who surrounds me with love, care, and support.
And lastly, we have the intellectual dimension of wellness. This motivates a person to explore new things. An intellectually well person uses the resources available to expand one's knowledge, improve one's skills, and create potential for sharing with others. It facilitates active involvement in scholastic, economic, and community activities. It also describes how we apply what we know in our daily lives.
Not to brag, but let me just share to you guys that I was a consistent first honor student in my elementary years except from grade 1, while I finished high school as grade honors. Now that I'm in college, new chapter meaning new learnings, and I won't stop from doing it because it comes with us as we grow, and in every stage, there's really something new that can be found. Speaking of, recently I started playing musical instruments such as keyboard and ukulele, out of curiosity and strong desire to learn. It was so fun, for I never thought that I could do it. Then by the way, learning foreign languages, mine is Chinese Mandarin. Sample. 你好，我是 Angeli. 我很高兴认识你。再见. Playing board games is also one way of improving your intellectual health.
I think I already talked a lot, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. But before that, let me remind you guys that those dimensions that I have mentioned are all interrelated with each other and is equally vital in the pursuit of optimum health. That's all. Hope you guys learned something, at the same time had fun. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, then click the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I post a new one. You can also comment your suggestions or requests below, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Hola Solnishkas. Bye!